everyone. Welcome to episode 6 of my podcast. Today it's called, Why Do I Always Look Like a Muppet? You might be wondering, why on earth would I compare myself to a Muppet? Well, let me explain. I'm pretty new to this whole podcasting and video creation world. It's been just 3 weeks since I dove in and I'm still figuring things out. I've been experimenting with content of all lengths, from quick shorts to full podcasts, sharing my journey through the ups and downs of depression. And it's been an incredibly therapeutic journey for me. Connecting with y'all who are on similar paths has been amazing. Honestly, it's become a passion of mine, and I've poured countless hours into making my content better and more engaging. But here's a quirky challenge I've run into: picking the perfect thumbnail for my videos. If you don't know what a thumbnail is, it's the little picture that shows on the screen before you click on it. Well, I've got it down for the longer podcasts. My shorter videos are a whole different story. YouTube decides for me based on some mysterious algorithm, leaving me with thumbnails that are less than flattering. Picture this: me, mouth agape, eyes squinted so tightly that I look like I belong on the Muppet Show. Like this. I look like Fozzie Bear or Kermit the Frog if I were green. Now, don't get me wrong. Being a Muppet isn't the worst thing. After all, Muppets are delightful. They bring joy and laughter to many. My only issue is feeling like I'm not in control of my video content. Guess what? That is also how depression sometimes makes me feel, like I'm being manipulated by unseen forces. Like I don't have control, and an invisible master is pulling my puppet strings, making me feel emotions I'd rather not. Have you ever felt that way? So welcome to Lily's Antidepressant Life, where we dive deep into the complexities of depression, sharing the good, the bad, and even the surprisingly stylish aspects of our battles. It's a safe space for open discussion, reminding us that we're not alone in this fight, even if none of us particularly enjoys looking like a Muppet. Depression is real, and depression is common. My guess is you have similar experiences. My goal is for this to be a safe place to discuss the hard stuff. And my guarantee is that there are a lot of other people facing depression just like you and I. Although I can't guarantee that anyone else thinks that they look like a Muppet. Okay, reflecting on this whole Muppet dilemma, I've reached two seemingly contradictory conclusions. One, this picture bothers me a lot. And two, the pictures don't bother me at all. Yep, you heard that correctly. My two revelations are completely contradictory. And honestly, I feel like that is also an accurate portrayal of my feelings with depression. Sometimes I'm more bothered by it than other times. And there is always, oh my gosh, always a contradiction. I know I feel better if I can get outside and walk, but sometimes I'm too depressed to move. I feel better if I can spend some time with a friend, but sometimes I'm too depressed to get out of bed or get dressed. Sometimes looking like a Muppet can bring me down, and other times I just laugh. Okay, why do I look like a Muppet? I've tried every trick in the book to manage my thumbnails, from blank stares to exaggerated smiles. Oh gosh, that still looks like a Muppet. I've even tried to pose like I've seen influencers do. All these things have been my attempt to capture a more specific thumbnail picture, and it hasn't worked, not once. Guess what it all boils down to? I am not always in control. Yes, you heard me admit that out loud. It's a hard pill to swallow, realizing I'm not in control, but then again, should I really be upset about it? After all, I'm not trying to be a supermodel here with my videos. I am a 54-year-old mother of 3 with a life full of experiences, laugh lines, and yes, even some Muppet-like expressions. And I can't control that. I came across a quote that I want to share that I really like. It's not what you say to everyone else that determines your life. It's what you whisper to yourself that has the greatest power. And that's by Mark and Angel, markandangel.com. They have a website. It's not what you say to everyone else that determines your life. It's what you whisper to yourself that has the greatest power. And here is the juicy part. I possess that great power, and so do you. We all do. We have control of what we whisper into our own ears in the very dark parts of the night when we are tossing and turning and can't settle into rest. I can choose to complain to myself about my appearance on a social media platform that nobody watching will ever see again or even cares what I look like. Or I can whisper tenderly to myself that every line on my face has a story. Each gray hair, every wrinkle, these all possess beauty beyond compare, because these are the marks of a life lived, of my life. So here's the takeaway. Those thumbnails, as Muppet-like as they may be, represent me pretty well. I'm not about airbrushed perfection. I'm about being real, embracing my messiness, and yes, sometimes making goofy faces. And if that means looking like a Muppet occasionally, so be it. This is all part of my journey to finding peace in things that are beyond my control. Do you feel like you look like a Muppet sometimes too? We're going to be great friends. I hope you guys have a great week. Take good care of yourselves. And remember, you are awesome. You are loved. You are beautiful.